So you have about 15 grand to spend and you want a fun, reliable car. The JDM track performance car, or do you go with classic American muscle with a bunch of power? In this video, I'll be comparing a 2013 BRZ against my 2012 Mustang 5.0, so let's get into it. So let's start with underneath the hood of these two cars. Underneath the hood of the BRZ, you will find a 2-liter boxer 4-cylinder engine pushing out 200 horsepower. And then with the 5.0, you got 412 horsepower, which is a very, very good amount of horsepower. Let me know down below which one you think sounds better. So with one of the big differences between these two cars, one being an American V8 naturally aspirated engine, and then the other one being a 4-cylinder boxer engine, another big difference between these two are the sizes. As for the outside comparison, the BRZ is just a little bit shorter. As for size between the two, the Mustang definitely is bigger, but let's check out the trunks inside. To pop the trunk on the Subaru, I guess you just press and hold this. There we go, sweet. And then also, got a button right down here, right underneath this air vent. Oh wow, clean trunk. Good job, Rio. Shout out to you, bro. It is pretty small, but I know that they have done quite a few trips and they travel quite often, so I think that using this trunk for 2 people will get the job done. I'm not sure about 3. Definitely not a family-sized vehicle, but stick my hand back here. Not bad for a sports car. You can access the trunk by pushing this button on the key fob twice, or if you go inside and locate it by the shifter right here, press this button and it opens up the trunk. Oh my gosh, please excuse the mess back here. I will say trunk space in this car is pretty good. A couple months ago I took a trip across the country and I stuffed a whole bunch of stuff in here with 3 other people's stuff, and it was pretty good, better than I expected. I've also taken this car up north and it gets the job done. Not the biggest, but just go back a little bit and you got some room there. Here are both of the keys to the cars. The one on my right is to the Mustang, one on the left is to the Subaru. Both come with the same functionality, looks like. And on the flip side of the Mustang key, you got the Mustang logo. Other side of the Subaru, you got the Subaru logo. I believe the Mustangs don't come with the push button start and the keyless entry, but for the Subaru BRZs, I know if you step up to the highest trim, which is the limited, I believe, you do get push button start and an actual key fob, so that's pretty cool. But this one being a premium, it comes with the key and no push button start. Something else worth comparing, kind of random, but I just thought of it. The gas tank on the Mustang is on the driver's side, while the gas tank on the Subaru is located on the passenger side. And located down on the driver's floor of the Subaru, this is how you open up the gas tank by pulling the lever. To open up the gas tank on the Mustang, there's no button on the inside, you just push it, pops open like this, and this does have a capless designs, which is a very, very nice feature of the Mustang. So let's review the interiors of both of these really cool cars. I'm gonna hop in the BRZ first since it's not my car and tell you guys what I think of it. I have been in this car a couple of times, like in the driver's seat. I've been in the passenger seat in the back. The back is not that fun, to be honest, but hopping in the BRZ, it is lower than the Mustang. It's lower to the ground. You have a smaller sized steering wheel, kind of interesting. Nice 3 and 9 grips right here. Then this is how the gauge cluster is looking. Oh yes, and you have some nice red stitching across the steering wheel, the door panels. And let's see, the brake too. Oh, and then right here in the shifter. I'm such an amateur at reviewing cars, so please forgive me. Don't hate on me down in the comments below. Then moving along to the center stack of the car, you have a little head unit. I believe this does have a GPS. Has a couple of functionalities right here, volume, audio, voice command, I think. Well, that's pretty cool, didn't know about that. Then down here, I know you have a clock right here, got the hazards, and then I think the airbag light right here. And then here you have your HVAC controls. They're just kind of basic cable linkage style controls, nothing too fancy. I know that the limited model comes with these kind of cool looking airplane-like style buttons. I think you can press them up and down. For I think there's 2 climate controls too, I'm not sure. And then the push button start would be right here for the limited. The aux jack right here. Then this does have the 6-speed manual, and it's really cool. My friend Rio, his girlfriend, made this. Has his initials. Pretty cool. Got the you got the traction controller here. Closing the door, compared to my Mustang, this door is very light. It is smaller. It has this nice handle right here. Mine has a handle right here. You have a cup holder right here on each side. That's something my Mustang doesn't have. My Mustang just has 2 cup holders right here. So it's nice to see that these do have some nice cup holders in the door. And then on my Mustang, it has a long, kind of useless pocket right here. You can't really fit anything in there except just small little stuff that you'll never ever use and just forget about. So it's kind of useless. But this is really nice right here. Then you have auto up, down. Very nice, very cool. Looking out, the visibility is very good. The windshield comes back more at an angle, like kind of towards the top of your head, quicker, I guess you could say. It does come back more at an angle. I feel like you can see more out of this car than you can in my Mustang, so that's very interesting. So let's start it up and see how she sounds. Got the key right here. Oh, nice little sweep with the center gauge there. Oh, that's pretty sweet. It says miles per hour right here. Read your speed digitally. That's pretty cool. Something the Mustang doesn't have. dashboard is a nice plastic material, kind of hard, but it's all right. And then you have some nice leather padding right here, and then up here. The seats do hold you really well. I really like them. I'm a small guy, I'm 5'7", so the seats, they do me just well. They hold me in place. I like it a lot, I like it. And it's a really nice cloth material too. Real quick, let's check out these lights. Here's how you control the headlights. Ooh, man, these taillights look really good. These are the VLAN taillights for the BRZ 86 and FRSs. So look really, really good compared to his old stock taillights. So hopping in my own Mustang, compared to the BRZ, I feel higher up and the view is a bit more commanding. Since the BRZ is so low to the ground and this one is higher up, both riding on stock suspension, by the way. The width of both of these cars on the inside, they're honestly about the same. I mean, I think they are the same. If not, they are pretty dang close. But looking at the interior of my Mustang, you're greeted with these two gauges right here. And then in the center of the two gauges, you have small little 4 gauges. Just like the BRZ, you have a 3-spoke design steering wheel. The BRZ doesn't have any buttons on the steering wheel, at least not that one. This one has cruise, and then you can also change the radio, the stations, volume up, down, voice command, which honestly I've never used. I don't even know if it works. And I really don't even use the Bluetooth in this car because I just have the aux cord. So I've honestly never tried this. I have hooked up my phone one time to play music and it didn't really work that well. But anyways, moving along to the door panel. Right here, you just have a nice thick grab handle, and then here's the pocket that I was talking about. It's kind of worthless. I just have a couple small things in here. And then you have auto up down right here, and then the lock, power locks, and then right here you have the mirror adjustments. Moving on to the center stack of the vehicle, you have 2 air vents right here, radio, all your presets. There's not much to look at here, honestly. Volume, tune, your HVAC controls, and then this one does have heated seats, which is very nice, and I use every single day in the winter. And let me tell you, it is amazing to have these heated seats. But as for the seats themselves, they scoop you very well. I've said that before in my past videos. They're not the most comfortable, and they don't offer a lot of lumbar support, so you kind of just like sit back in your seat, kind of like at a bad posture standpoint, to be honest. But they scoop you well, they hold you in place. I hope that even makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm thinking, and that's my opinion on the seats. The seats are very nice. As for the back seats hold you very well, and they are more usable than the BRZ. I've sat in back here, and I've sat in the BRZ, and I would ride in my car, in the Mustang, not just because it's my car, but because it's bigger back there. You can actually fit 2 people back there. I've been in the BRZ's back seat, like I said. I've never been back there with another person, and if I was, I think it would be pretty torturous. I don't think it would be a fun time. Got a 6-speed manual just like the BRZ. Got traction control, the hazards, and the trunk. And then you do have 2 cup holders with a lid right here that covers it. That's pretty cool. And then you do have a center console, something that the BRZ does not offer. The BRZ just has a small little area and then a removable tray.
You want me to hop in the front?
All right. hold that for you. Come on. There we go.
Oh, my knees. What are you doing?
How's the headspace back there?
My head's touching the ceiling.
The glass?
The glass.
How's the knee space?
Pretty bad. Like,
Rio,
if we were
I
to
need
get
you-
into an accident, it's just.
Rio, I need you to put the seat back all the way.
That's it.
Nah, you still got some room back there. But since you were already in the back seat of the BRZ, I need to hear your thought process.
Go forward at all? Or
It
do I have
does.
to- oh my
It
god,
has.
I have to do this.
Yes, it's power.
Oh, is this it?
You can move my junk back there.
Well, I can move your junk.
My junk that's in the back seat.
Your junk
You
in the
s-
trunk?
You sick-minded individual. Thoughts, comments,
Better than the
concerns?
BRZ.
How so?
I have more leg room.
More leg room.
And more room in general.
Okay. How about the headroom?
I think we got like an inch more of clearance.
That's good. Okay.
We got headrest too back here.
There's none in the BRZ?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. All right, all right.
Yeah, you gotta unbutton her. Slide it down.
This clutch is very short compared to mine, and it's a lot lighter too. Oh my gosh, it's very different from the Mustang.
It all started when a met another and they met another and they became the trio. The end.